22 tests the performance of BJT, that is bipolar junction transistor, operated in CE mode, that is common emitter mode. So this serial number, or we can say the practical number 22, is taken from MSBTE, Maharashtra State Board of Technical Education, Mumbai, Maharashtra State Lab Manual, and it is provided by the MSBTE. Now the program code is EJ, that is Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering, course Basic Electronics. The code is 22216. Semester 2nd, semester code is EJ2I. So let us start this practical using VLabs, that is virtual laboratories provided by Ministry of Human Resource Development. Now open the Google page, simply type here VLabs, VLAB, and enter. Open the very first link, www.vlab.co.in. I will zoom in so that it is clearly visible. So this is the website vlab.co.in. VALAB. Click on VLab, virtual lab. So this portal will get open. Scroll the page downwards. Click on Electronics and Communication. Let the page gets open. Now click on Electronics and Communication. Again a new page will open. Now this page has opened. Just scroll down and select Basic Electronics Lab, IIT Kharagpur. So click on Basic Electronics Lab. A new tab will get open. So this is the web page. Web page opened is VLAB, that is VLabs, VLABs.iitkgp.ac.in/BE/. Now scroll down and here you find a list of experiments. Click here. After clicking, yes, you can see the list of experiments has been opened. Just simply scroll and the title of our experiment is, yes, 10 number BJT common emitter characteristics. As I have shown previously, this is the practical number 22. Test the performance of BJT operated in common emitter mode or common emitter configuration. Click on this 10 number BJT common emitter characteristics. Now a page has been opened. BJT common emitter characteristic. Here you will find the theory, procedure, simulation, quiz and references. We will start with the theory itself. So in the theory, we see the objectives, explain the structure of BJT, operation of BJT and characteristics of BJT. So BJT is bipolar junction transistor. This is the NPN transistor structure. It has emitter base collector. We will not go in detail. It is explained in the theory. Transistor types, PNP, 4 operating conditions: forward active, saturation, reverse active, and cutoff. Now we have to focus our attention on forward active region. This forward active region, that is in the first quadrant itself. So in the forward active region, for common emitter configuration, the base to emitter junction is forward biased and collector to base junction is reverse biased. So we have to test common emitter configuration of BJT for this forward active region. So in the forward active region, transistor acts as an amplifier. So we will plot the characteristics for that. So theory is, lot of theory is given. So I will skip the theory and simply now let us quickly move to the procedure. For the procedure, we have to first draw the circuit diagram. So this is the circuit diagram. I will zoom it for you. So this is the circuit diagram. This is the common emitter configuration. Here we see that input is base, output is collector, emitter is common for both input and output, emitter is grounded. The voltage source VBB is acting as a forward bias. Variable voltage source is created by using this rheostat, or we can say the potentiometer. This voltmeter will measure the base to emitter voltage. This ammeter will measure the base current. The base current is measured in terms of microamperes. Point to be noted, as base is very lightly doped, the base current is very less and it is measured in microamperes. The forward bias, as we have to forward bias the input, the forward breakdown voltage, or we can say for knee voltage for base to emitter junction, is 0.7 volts for silicon. So after 0.7 volt, large current will flow. So we have to measure base to emitter voltage using this voltmeter. We have to measure base current using this microammeter. So this is for input characteristics, but input characteristics is a plot of input current versus input voltage, but we have to keep one constant output voltage. So here the output voltage VCE, voltage between collector to emitter terminal, we have to keep it constant. So let us start with the VC equals to 0, then VC equals to 5 volt, and then VC equals to 10 volts, and so on. So the first condition, set the value of VCE to 0 volt, vary the input voltage in terms of 0.1 volt. I again repeat, set the value of VCE to 0 volts, vary VBE, measure across this voltmeter in steps of 0.1 volt, and measure the value of base current. So this is for input characteristics. For output characteristics, it is a plot of output current, collector current versus collector to emitter voltage at constant input current. So let us keep the input current constant for, say, we will start with 0, or we will start with 10 microamperes. Keep the input current constant to 10 microamperes, vary VCE and measure IC. So you have to vary VCE in steps of 1 volt. 1 volt. Increase the VCE in steps of 1 volt, measure IC, and then plot the reading. So this variation is achieved by varying this potentiometer RH2. Now let us start. Again we'll go up. I'll reset the page. Go to simulation. Now here we have to plot input characteristics and output characteristics. Now let us start with the input characteristics. BJT input characteristics. Click on this. Again a new tab will open. Wait for this voltmeters and ammeters to enable. Now this is BJT input characteristics. Now put your mouse on the instruction. The cursor is here on the instruction, so you will see the procedure. So first we have to plot the input characteristics. For that, keep the value of VCE constant. Let us say 1 volt or 10 volts, etc. Then vary VB in steps of 0.1 volt. Measure the corresponding base current and then plot the graph. So let us begin. First, keep the value of VCE. We will start with 0. So I will increase the value, say 5 ohms. Let us see, is it possible? Yes, I have kept the minimum value, that is 1 ohm. So the voltage across it is approximately 0. Now increase. So if I don't kept this to 1, then it will show some error. Say clear. So initial value they are setting 1 ohm. So let us 1 ohm. We have set it to 1 ohm. So the voltage across VCE is 0.01 volt. It will not go to 0. Okay, let it be. Then vary this RH1. I will increase this RH1 and we will observe that VB will change and corresponding IB will change. So let us begin. So I have increased VB. It is 0.04 and the current is 2.18 microamp. So here the message is make the collector to emitter voltage constant. So we have to make this constant. Let us click on add table, add to table. Yes, it has selected the value VC equals to approximately 0 volt. So this is my first value. Now increase the base to emitter voltage by varying this RH1 and just click on add to table. So we'll increase, let us see the VB value 0.1. Yes, it is approximately, so it is online, so it takes time to get refreshed. So you have to do it very slowly, very slowly. Yes, 0.1 volt, then the current is 2.3 microamperes at 2 table. Yes, 0.1, the current is 2.3 microamperes. Then again I will increase 0.2. Yes, 0.2, current is 2.73 at 2 table. Again I will increase 0.3. At 2 table. So keep on increasing till the ohms is 100, till the scale is fixed, full. 0.4 add to table, 0.5 add to table, 0.6 add to table. So keep on doing up to 0.7 0.8, 0.9, active table, and 1 volt, active table. I will make again a one value up of 1.5 volts, add to table, and last value, one more value I will take, full scale value is 2 volt, add to table. Now I have I have made the observation table, okay, and now let us plot. So simply click on plot button. So when you click on the plot button, so here we get the plot. Keep your cursor on the dots, you will get the values of currents and voltage. So the knee voltage is 0.7 volt. So after 0.7 volt, large current is flowing. So these characteristics are similar to that of our forward bias diode. So let us have a look on the complete setup. This is a complete setup for forward bias characteristics of common emitter configuration. So this is for VC equals to approximately 0. Now we will print this page and we will save it. Click on print button. So this is the PDF page generated. It has observation table. It has the title BJT common emitter input characteristics, observation table, circuit diagram, and the VI characteristics plot. Now let us change the value of VCE and let us observe certain changes. So we will change the value of VCE. So I am again on the same page, BJT common emitter input characteristics. Click on clear button. All the values get cleared. Increase the value of RH2 and increase the value up to 100 ohms. So the value of VCE is now 10 volts. Now again vary RH1 in steps of 0.1 volt so that VB equals to 0.1 volt and measure the value of base current and VB. So I will increase potentiometer RH1 such that VB equals to 0.1 volt. So let us take initial value, add to table. So 0.04, base current is 2.18. Keep on increasing the values, click on add table. Now 0. Add to table. Keep on increasing in steps of 0.1 volt. Keep on increasing 0.2, 0.3, 0.4. Now 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, sorry, the value has been repeated. We have to do it very carefully. 0.8, 0.9, then I will take 1 volt, 1.5, 1.8, and that's it. We can extend up to 2 volts. VB equals to 2 volts at a table, and the table will scroll down. So we have drawn the observation table. We have made the observation table. Now let us click on plot button. A graph has been generated. Click on print. So this is the PDF we have generated, the characteristics, observation table and circuit diagram. So this was all about the BJT common emitter input characteristics. Students have to draw these characteristics on the graph paper, and after plotting the input characteristics, don't forget to calculate input resistance. It is denoted by R of I, and it is equals to VB divided by IB. So you have to calculate this for both the tables. Now again let us go back to our main page. This BJT common emitter characteristics. In that you have to click on simulation. So after clicking on this simulation, we'll have this tab again, BJT input output characteristics. Click on now output characteristics. By clicking on the output characteristics, a new page will open like this. So now BJT common emitter output characteristics, it is a plot of output current IC versus output voltage VCE at constant input current. Input current is the base current. So the first condition is that keep the value of base current constant. Let us say 10 microamperes, or if we use base current equals to 0 microampere, then the transistor will go in the cutoff region and it is of no use. So we are making use of transistor in forward active region. So let us increase the value of base current to say 10 microamperes. Set the value of IB equals to 10 microamperes by varying the VBE. Keep the value of IB equals to 10 microampere constant. Then increase the value of VCE in steps of 1 volt. Measure the corresponding value of collector current, and then record your observations by clicking on add to table and click on plot to plot the graph. So let us start. तो अभी हमें क्या करना है, पहले बेस करंट का वैल्यू जो है 10 माइक्रोएम्पियर पे इंक्रीज करना है. कैसे करेंगे? RH1 जो है, ये RH1 वेरिएबल है पोटेंशियोमीटर जो इस VBB का वोल्टेज वैरी करेगा. इसको इंक्रीज करके हमें बेस करंट का वैल्यू 10 पे सेट करना है. तो अप्रोक्सीमेटली 10 पे हम लोगों ने सेट कर दिया है. यहाँ पे दिख रहा है बेस करंट का वैल्यू 10। अब हमें जो VC है इसको 1 वोल्ट के स्टेप में इंक्रीज करना है और IC का वैल्यू रिकॉर्ड करना है। तो RH2 यानी ये RH2 को वेरी करेंगे यहाँ से, ये स्लाइडर बटन से 1 वोल्ट पहले सेट करेंगे। आया क्या 1 वोल्ट? VC नहीं आया, 0.4 आया। Let us increase to 1 volt. Now we have increased VC to 1 volt. Click on add to table. We have recorded the value 1 volt. Collector current is 26.42 microampere for base current equals to 10 microampere. Then again, now we have to increase this output only. Okay, vary the output only. So I will again increase VC to 2 volts. Yes. Click on add to table, the value is recorded. Again increase to 3 volt. Click on add to table, current is 32. Again increase to 4 volt, add to table. Now you can observe that at first the current has increased with very less voltage. The current is 26.42 for 1 volt only. But now as we are increasing the voltage, the current is remaining to 32 milliamperes only. So the increase in the collector current is very slow, very gradual. Let us increase 5 volts, add to table. See, the increase in the collector current is very gradual. 6 volt, add to table. 7, add to table. 8, add to table. 9, add to table. And last 10, add to table. So in this way we observe that now the collector current is constant to 33 milliamperes. There is a very slight increase in the collector current from 1 volt to 10 volts. The current has been increased to 26.42 milliamperes to 33.101 milliamps. So this is, we have plotted the observation table. Now click on the plot button. Then a graph is plotted like this. So here from 0, when we have increased the input voltage to 1 volt, the current is 26. You can see the values is on. When you place the cursor को जब इस डॉट्स पे रखेंगे तो हमें वोल्टेज और करंट का वैल्यू यहाँ पे दिखेगा. Now print this page. So this is the PDF file we have generated. So this is the graph. Like this we have to plot the graph using this observation table. Now we will again increase the value of base current to say 20 microamperes or say 40 or 50 microamperes. So let us again go to our website. This was our website. Now click on the clear button so that all the values get reset. I've clicked on cleared button. Now previously we have set the base current to 10 microamperes. Now we are going to increase the value of base current to say maximum 40. Let us check what is the maximum value. The maximum value is 33 microamperes. So let us increase the maximum value of collector current. Let us set the collector current value to 33 microamperes. Sorry, I'm extremely sorry. Sorry for the wrong information. Let us vary the value of RH1 and increase our base current, that is input current, to say 50 microamps. In the first observation table we have set the value of base current to 10 microamps. Now let us increase to 50 microamps, approximately 50 microamps, and then increase the value of VCE in steps of 1 volt and record the observation. So I will increase the value to 1 volt. For 1 volt, see here the current is 44. Let us again clear it first. Then increase the value to 50 microamps. Maximum value is yes. Increase the output voltage VCE in steps of 1 volt. Yes. Add to table. So the base current is, we have set the value of base current to approximately 50 microamps. Vary the value of VCE in steps of 1 volt and record the current. For 2.3, then for 3 volts, add to table. For 4 volts, add to table. For 5 volts, add to table. For 6, so be careful while varying the voltages. Add to table. So this parameters depends on your internet connectivity also. This variations, better the internet speed, the smooth variations you will get. So let us vary some few steps we have missed. Now it is 8. Let's go to 7 and 6 volts also. I want 6 volts. Add to table. Then for 7, add to table. For 8, add to table. For 9, add to table. And max is the 10. Add to table. So we have made the observation table like this. Now अब ऑब्जर्वेशन टेबल बन गया है. बेस करंट का वैल्यू हम लोगों ने इनिशियली 50 माइक्रो एम्पियर सेट किया था, वीबी वैरी करके 50 को सेट कर दिया था. अब आईबी को वैरी करना था तो ये पोटेंशियोमीटर का जो स्लाइडर बटन है उसको हम लोगों ने एडजस्ट करके 50 माइक्रो एम्पियर पहले सेट कर दिया. यहाँ से हमें रीडिंग देखना है. फिर उसके बाद वीसी को वैरी करना है स्टेप्स ऑफ 1 वोल्ट और फिर एड टू टेबल क्लिक करना है और ये सब वैल्यूज प्लॉट हो जाएगी. वैल्यूज हो गई प्लॉट. अब हमें रिकॉर्ड हो गई है. अब हमें ये प्लॉट बटन पे क्लिक करना है. प्लॉट बटन पे क्लिक करते ही ये एक ग्राफ, बढ़िया सा ग्राफ तैयार हो गया है. तो इसमें दिख रहा है कि जो आउटपुट करंट है वो कांस्टेंट है आफ्टर से 1.7 वोल्ट्स के बाद. अप्रोक्सीमेटली 2.5 वोल्ट्स के बाद आउटपुट करंट जो है बहुत ही कम इंक्रीज हुआ है. अब हम इसको प्रिंट कर देंगे प्रिंट बटन. तो इस तरह से ये हमारा ऑब्जर्वेशन टेबल, सर्किट डायग्राम और ये ग्राफ प्लॉट हो चुका है. तो इससे हमें यही दिख रहा है कि 2.5 वोल्ट के बाद जो करंट है, कलेक्टर करंट है, वो कांस्टेंट है. तो अब हम लोगों ने दो वैल्यूज फॉर इनपुट एंड आउटपुट कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स के लिए प्लॉट कर दिए हैं और ये हमें अभी एक्चुअल ग्राफ पेपर पे ड्रॉ करना है। अब ये ड्रॉ करने के बाद आगे काम कौन सा है, तो जैसे ही हम लोगों ने इनपुट कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स के लिए इनपुट रेजिस्टेंस कैलकुलेट किया था, उसी तरह से हमें आउटपुट रेजिस्टेंस भी कैलकुलेट करना है। So formula for output resistance, of course, it is represented by R of O is equals to output voltage VCE divided by output current. Output current हमारा collector current था, collector current. तो this is, यहाँ पे हम लोगों ने एक ही वैल्यू लिया है दोनों कंडीशन में, इनपुट और आउटपुट रेजिस्टेंस में। तो ये दिस इज अवर स्टैटिक और इनपुट रेजिस्टेंस और स्टैटिक और डीसी रेजिस्टेंस। तो फॉर डायनेमिक और एसी रेजिस्टेंस R of I AC is equals to change in VBE versus change in IB। कोई भी दो वैल्यूज लेना है VBE के और उसके करस्पॉन्डिंग दो वैल्यूज लेना है IB के, और उसी तरह से हमारा आउटपुट रेजिस्टेंस भी हम कैलकुलेट करेंगे। आउटपुट रेजिस्टेंस AC is equal to change in VCE, that is output voltage, versus change in output current, that is collector current. So at the last we have to calculate this static DC resistance or dynamic or AC resistance values. So using this observation table, for example, take any two values, कोई भी दो वैल्यूज लेने हैं, say for example 2.5 इससे सीरियल नंबर 2 एंड सीरियल नंबर 10, इन दोनों के वोल्टेजेस, सीरियल नंबर 2 का वोल्टेज, सीरियल नंबर 10 का वोल्टेज, यानी 9.7 माइनस 2.5 डिवाइडेड बाय 348.6 माइनस 343.9। तो जो भी वैल्यू आएगा उसका रेशियो दैट इज इन ओम्स, बिकॉज ये रेजिस्टेंस हम लोग कैलकुलेट कर रहे हैं। So this is how we are plotting the characteristics, input and output characteristics for BJT in common emitter configuration using VLAP simulator. The conclusion is that in the forward bias, sorry, for the input characteristics, again I will move. So this is input characteristics. In the input characteristics, the characteristics are just like forward bias in the diode, and in the output characteristics, the constant current will flow, constant output current will flow for a particular value of input current. Students are advised to study in detail the common emitter characteristics theory. So this is how VLAP can be used to plot the characteristics of common emitter configuration of BJT. Thank you.